Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be fun to do reading like the highest rated book on my TBR and the lowest rated book on my TBR. I already chose the books. I do not have a screen recording. I'm so sorry. So you're just gonna have to go on my word and trust that I'm speaking the truth. Okay? Anyway, so my lowest rated book, I also thought it would be fun to kind of see if I agree with the average rating. I feel like I tend to agree with it, but I feel like it'd be fun to see if like the lowest rated book on my TBR, I actually do rate it that low, or if I rate it higher, or maybe DNF it. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so let's get into it. The lowest rated book on my TBR is Next to Die by Sophie Hannah. I know nothing about this book. I just know it kind of looks like a mystery thriller, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, the average rating is a 2.97. So still not terrible. Like, it could be worse. Anyways, and then we have my highest average rating on my Goodreads. Technically, it's Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. But I have not read the Throne of Glass series. So we're going to skip that. So then which is a 4.71 average rating, which is pretty damn good. Anyways, the next one is Redeeming Six, but that's the fourth book in that series. And then it's Empire of Storms, Queen of Shadow, obviously not reading those. Crooked Kingdom, which is the second book in that duology, but I'm not done the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Ballad of Never After, but I'm not on that yet. I have not finished the Caraval series. I know, guys, I need to get my shit together. God of Fury by Rena Kent, but I'm only on the third one, and this is the fifth one, and I'm not reading it out of order. I'm sorry. And now we're finally where we need to be, which is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. So it's still The Boys of Tommen. But yeah, this is the book that I'm on. I finished Binding and Keeping 13 like last year. So yeah, I'm on this one. And it has a 4.47 star rating, which is crazy. I'm super excited to read this book because I loved Binding and Keeping 13. The only problem is I feel like I'm going to get in a slump right after because that's what happened with Keeping 13. So I think out of the two, this one's upside down. I think out of the two, I'm going to start with this one because I feel like if I read this one first, then I'm going to have too much of a high expectation for this. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, I'm anticipating being in a slump after this, so then I won't want to read this at all. And also, I know I'm going to want to pick this up, like, pick Redeeming Six right after. It's pretty much 400 pages, so it's not too long. The only problem, I wish, more than anything, it was on Kindle Unlimited. Kind of just want to read on my Kindle, guys. But whatever. And I was going to listen to this on Audible, but then I saw a review saying, like, don't waste your money on this, like, it's not worth it. So then I'm, like, kind of scared, like, what if I do end up DNFing it or, like, not enjoying it at all, and then I'm just gonna, like, I just wasted a credit on it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna read this first. Should we predict what my ratings are gonna be? I think this is probably gonna be, a 3. A 3. Because the average rating is pretty much 3. So I feel like that's kind of what is going to happen. And this one, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-star. Let's be real. Today, what is today? Tuesday. The 4th of March. But I'm not starting the challenge. Well, if I have time today, I will. I know I won't have time this morning because right after I'm done this, I have to film my February reading wrap up. And then hopefully be able to start editing it. And then I have to kind of go to work because it's already 10 o'clock. So, I'll either start the challenge like tonight or tomorrow. I'm sorry, my cat is being weird. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys tonight or tomorrow. Okay, good morning, guys. It's currently Thursday. I talked to you guys quite a few days ago. Sorry, but, yeah. Anyways, tried to start this book. I think I'm only one chapter in. I don't know what's happening, to be quite honest. I have it on audio format because I was like, maybe that's gonna motivate me. But then I couldn't pay attention to save my life. So I'm gonna start this, like, I'm gonna continue this on audio format, like, maybe throughout the week while I'm, like, cleaning up at work, or even, this weekend when I'm, like, cleaning my room, or doing a puzzle, or playing video games or something. But I have started saving 6 just now. I'm only 4% in. I'm loving it. I am loving it so much. I've read the prologue, which is their meet cute, and here. So I'm not far in whatsoever. 4%, like I said. So yes, I'm loving it. It's gonna be a problem though because I'm not gonna want to put it down. I have 40 minutes until I gotta go to work, so I'm just gonna read until I gotta go. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading and I'll update you guys whenever I feel like it. Good morning. It's Saturday. I haven't updated you guys in quite some time. I don't remember when the last time I updated you guys is, but I basically haven't been reading as much as I usually do. I don't know why I have a mark here. Anyways, I haven't been reading as much as I usually do. I think I'm just getting into a life slump. So here we are. But I thought, let's update you guys on what I have read so far. So I am at page 87 of Saving 6. I am only that far in. On my Kindle it says 18%. So far I'm loving Joey and Aoife. They aren't together yet, but like I'm excited for that to happen because like you see in Binding and Keeping 13 that they are together, and you know their relationship is very strong because like Aoife knows everything, and I'm very excited to like find out how that happens. I'm very excited I'm very excited to see how Aoife, you know, takes the information and how she finds out and like whatever, because like you see her not only care for Joey, but you also see her care for the rest of the kids in Joey's family. So yeah. But basically, Aoife just thinks that, like, Joey keeps getting into fights with people and whatever because he's, like, always having a bruise on his face or something. But it's really his dad that's doing it. So, Aoife is with this stupid guy that's on the hurling team with Joey. And he's literally a prick and I hate him. So I'm excited for them to break up. Yeah, that's what's happening so far. Oh, and we found out that Joey's mom is pregnant with Sean because I knew there was another kid because in Binding and Keeping 13 there's Darren, Joey, Shannon, Teague, Ollie, and then Sean. I think his name is Sean, the youngest. And then in this one, there's only like, there isn't Sean, and I'm just like, what is happening? But then I remember that this was kind of like past before Johnny and Shannon's story. So then I was like, oh, okay. And now she's pregnant with Sean. So, anyways, let's talk about The Next to Die by Sophie Hannah. I am currently at page 62. So I'm only that far in. I am listening to this on Audible. And I'm listening to it at like 1.75 or something x speed. So it says I have 8 to 9 hours left. So we'll see what happens. I might listen to it right now while like playing video games. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening. I will say I'm very lost, because at the beginning we're not even on the topic of what this book is about. She's talking about how she's at the hospital with her brother, and she keeps fighting with her brother because they don't agree on the same things, because their grandmother is dying, and like he's trying to make her live longer, and she's just like, she's miserable, just like end it, you know? And so they're disagreeing about that, and I'm like, I don't know what this has to do with literally anything about this book, but whatever. The grandma died, and then now she's talking about how she was with this guy. She's with this guy. What's his name? I don't know what his name was. Gabriel. And they're married. They've been married for 9 years, I think. And then she's just describing how, like, they sleep in separate beds because, like, he snores, and sleep is important when, like, they get older or whatever. And so they sleep in separate beds, which is fine. Like, my grandparents do that. Every single one of them sleep in different beds. It's fine. That's not the weird part. Then she proceeds to describe how she wanted to spice it up in the bedroom. Okay? This is not a romance, guys. And so instead of figuring out something with her husband, okay, this guy DMs her because she's a comedian or whatever. This guy DMs her being like, you're one of my favorite comedians. And then they meet up, and then they end up hitting it off, and then they hook up, okay? But now she keeps like bringing him home while her husband is sleeping, because like apparently she like sleeps in the basement and he sleeps on the main floor or like the top floor or something, and like there's a separate entrance to like the basement to the main house. So then she just locks the basement and whatever, and then like has her way with this Leo guy, which is like the guy that DM'd her. And then like she's like, oh my god, like I love sneaking behind my husband's back or whatever. And then apparently she never got caught, but like things with Leo fizzled out, and now she's divorced with Gabriel, I think. I don't remember. But now that her grandma's dead, she came back home, and she kind of like is like, oh, normally I love the emptiness and I love the being alone, but like today I'm having a really hard time. I don't fucking know. And now we're finally at the point where she's watching the news, and a policeman is like, if you have one of these notes, please contact the police, because it's like one of the notes that like a guy, like the killer, gives their victims before they die and whatever. And she's like, I have one of those, but she got it like, I think either a year ago or like months ago. Like, that's when she received this note. So she's like, no, it can't be that. But then she like, the guy was like, on the TV is like, every single note that they give to their victims has a line of a poem, and then the one that's sent to their friends is another line from the same poem. Anyways, so like basically the killer is targeting friends and whatever. And she's just like, well, I don't have any friends, so this can't apply to me. But then she Googles the line that was in that note, and is from a poem. And she's just like, fuck. That's where I'm at right now. So, I don't know. But it really put me off when she was talking about cheating on her husband. Like, what? That's something that I do not enjoy in books. Cheating, like, especially in romance books, if there's a cheating trope, I cannot do it. I know this is not a romance, and this probably has nothing to do with this book, okay, but like, I really hate it. I was really close to DNFing it at that point, because I was like, what is happening? But yeah, I was very confused with what is happening. I think I still am a little bit, and I think we're also bouncing between point of views, but like, it's not telling me that we are. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm pretty sure like we're bouncing between like the comedian's point of view and then the detective's point of view, but I'm not sure. I don't know, guys. I had 4 hours of sleep last night, though. Last night was a really hard day for me. I don't know why. I just could not function properly. I didn't read much yesterday. I think I only read like 2 chapters of Saving Six, and then like a little bit of the audiobook for Next to Die. So like, hello. I'm gonna start listening to the Next to Die while playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, I think. And I'm drinking my coffee. Okay, something I don't like is the way that this author is describing things is like so pointless. Like, she's just like, what did I just read? We'll listen to. Okay, so instead of saying like she found a little book with like blank pages inside and only one page had a sentence or something, she says she found a little handmade book, white folded paper with staples in the middle, about 5 inches by 5 inches, stiff card, really, more than paper, only 8 pages in total if you didn't count the cover, 12 if you did. There was nothing to suggest who'd put the book there or what it meant. For most of the pages were blank, but on one towards the back, someone had handwritten the words, "I wonder if it hurts to live," in black ink, cursive writing. Like, why are you doing that, girl? Why? Like, that's something I absolutely hate, is when, like, they're just trying to fill words. Like, I would much rather just you say, like, oh, she found a little book that had a bunch of blank pages and there was only one sentence on one page. Like, something like that. I mean, I'm not a writer, so, like, that's not what most people would probably write, but, like, come on. Really? And now, something about the storyline, like the plot or whatever, is this murderer is called Billy Deadmates, and basically he had a cup of tea with one of his victims. I don't know, like, the girl that died was found, like, shot in the head, but there was, like, 2 cups of tea and, like, whatever, so, like, they figured that, like, she invited him in and they had a cup of tea and then asked for a second one and then shot him, right? Or shot her, I mean. Anyways, what I don't understand is that they literally just said that they found, like, on the cup there was his DNA, and it was the same thing with 2 other victims. What do you mean you have his DNA, but, like, you don't know who he is? Because, like, in the last chapter or the chapter before, they literally said, like, oh, we don't even know if Billy Deadmates is a male or a female, and we don't even know if his name is actually Billy. We don't know anything about him. But then now you're saying that you have his DNA? Like, you have his DNA, but you don't know who he... Like, I'm just so confused. I'm confused, and I don't know what's happening. Anyways, I'll keep listening. Okay, guys, I have decided to DNF The Next to Die. I'm at page 94, which is around, like, 25%. I think it's, like, 23 or something like that. But I just could not get into this book. I think if I did finish it, I think I would probably rate it, like, a 1 or a 2. I'm just extremely irritated by the characters, and, like, in these 94 pages they've literally mentioned the murders, like, 1 or 2 times, and now, like, the main character, she's talking about her affair again, and it's like, what does this have to do with the book? Like, I don't understand. So yeah. And then I also saw, like, someone was very disappointed, like, they were like, literally the motive for the murder is dumb. I don't know, but yeah, we're DNFing it because I can't. Just can't. Like, the way that the author was writing things, she was, like, being very descriptive, and it's like, I don't care. Whatever. So, DNF. So that just leaves Saving Six, the highest rated book on my TBR. Which I know I'm gonna love. So, I'm currently 25% through, though. And, like predicted, I'm loving it. Okay, guys, I just read Halloween Night, where Aoife finally broke up with her boyfriend because he's a little bitch. We hate him. And then Joey, for the first time, took Oxy, I think. And then his mom came and was like, what the fuck did you take? Like, you're killing yourself, blah, blah, blah. And they're about to go to the hospital because she's about to have the baby. And, yeah, that's what's happening. And
Aoife and Joey were like flirting a little bit before the Halloween party, like a few days before, I think. And then, like, after she broke up with her boyfriend at the Halloween party, they had like a moment, but then he was like, "You deserve better than me, but you sure as hell deserve better than Paul." And then he was like, "We can be friends." And then he was like, "I know what you want, but I can't be that for you. I am messed up. I have a lot of bad genes and whatever." And then she's just like, "No one's perfect," and whatever. So, yeah, things are obviously happening. I mean, things have been happening pretty much the whole time, but yeah.
Alright, good morning, guys. It's 10:30 and I just woke up at 10, so I'm not gonna be reading this morning, but I am gonna be reading tonight. I'm like 75% through Saving Six. So I have like around 3 hours left, so I definitely want to finish it tonight. Just thought I'd come on here and just give you guys an update. Also, I've not been recording much because a lot has been happening, and I just want to keep reading and not not talk about it. So yeah, I'm 75% through. Aoife and Joey are like finally together. They've been together for like I think 6 or 7 months. But like Joey has finally like admitted that they're like together, and like now they have introduced themselves as a couple to Aoife's parents, and Joey was not like, he was hesitant towards that because Aoife's dad is his boss, so he's just like he's trying to quit taking drugs and stuff because of Aoife. Aoife's like, I can't do this. Like, if you're gonna keep taking drugs, I can't do this. And he was just like, okay, I'll try. And like, he's having a really hard time. And I do know from like reading Binding and Keeping 13 that like he's gonna relapse, and that's kind of like upsetting because like since I already know that, I already know that like it's gonna impact their relationship, and I'm just gonna be so heartbroken. I already know that redeeming Six is gonna be so heartbreaking because I feel like everything that happened during Binding and Keeping 13 is what's gonna happen during Redeeming Six, because I haven't seen much. Like, I haven't even seen Shannon even transfer to Tommen yet. So there are moments where I'm just like, I was literally gonna cry, and my boyfriend is like, what is wrong? And I'm like, just the book. What? I'm finished. I'm done. What? No. So I'm rating it a 5-star. Okay. Alright, guys. So this challenge is finally over. Took forever and a day because, like I said, I'm going through some shit in terms of my life, and I'm having a hard time. Sorry. So you guys are just gonna have to be patient with me. I'm also very upset with myself because a video was supposed to be posted this morning. I post every Thursday and Sunday, and a video was supposed to be posted this morning, but I was just not in the right place to even edit anything, so the video is probably going to be uploaded tomorrow or Saturday. So, and then you guys are just going to have to get one video pretty much back to back. But anyways, let's talk about the books. So the lowest rated book on my physical TBR was The Next to Die by Sophie Hannah, and I DNF'd it. DNF'd it at 25-ish%. I'm at chapter 5, page 94. Yeah, did not like this book whatsoever. Literally, even the first chapter, I was listening to it because I was listening to this on Audible. I was listening to the first chapter and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, they weren't even talking about anything that was a part of this book, and I was just so frustrated. And yeah, and some of the Goodreads reviews, like, they literally, some of them were like, yeah, DNF'd it literally in the first chapter. Some of them were like, wished I DNF'd it. Some people were like, the ending was terrible. So yeah, I'm glad I DNF'd it and didn't waste my time on this. And now, the highest rated book on my TBR, well, that I was currently on, because, like, technically the highest rated was Kingdom of Ash, but I did not start reading Throne of Glass yet. So anyways, so yeah, it's Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This is a special edition, guys. I just got it like yesterday and I'm so hyped about it. Yes. Ugh. I love them. Anyways, you guys just saw I rated it a 5-star. I cried a lot during this book. Okay. There is a lot of heavy topics in it, so I don't know if there's a trigger warning. So there's a lot of heavy topics in this book, so if there is like a trigger warning thing, like, please search it up. Please search up online, like, trigger warnings and stuff, because there is a lot of trauma, a lot of... Anyways, just a lot of heavy topics that if you guys are not in the right mental space, please be, like, I'm trying to advise you, because yeah, and I'm really hoping that Joey and Aoife have their happy ending, because they deserve it. It did end on a cliffhanger, just like Binding 13 ended on a cliffhanger, and then you wanted to go immediately into Keeping 13. That's exactly how I'm feeling right now. I really want to just start redeeming 6 right this instant, but I do have to get ready for work, and I'm doing a different vlog. Those are the 2 books that I read in this video. So I guess I do tend to follow the ratings, I guess. I don't know. I would have to do this more often to kind of see if I do, because there are some books that are on my TBR that, you know, are rated highly on Goodreads that I actually did not enjoy and wish I DNF'd them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably do this again. You want to say hi? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed reading Saving Six. That's pretty much this whole video, just me reading that. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do this video again. Always leave suggestions of what kind of challenges you want me to do, what books you guys want me to read. Just some video ideas too, like if you guys want specific book recommendations, I can try to do that for sure. Yeah, I gotta start editing my videos tonight and get ahead of schedule, but yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace!